Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here, once again. Right, now, this is a collection update, which I'm obviously doing right here. And how long ago was it that I made my last collection update? It was a while ago, wasn't it? And I don't know if it's because of the pandemic and shit, but I kind of like went off buying a lot of like older games recently, you know, and I've definitely had like, you know, sparks like this throughout the years as well. You know, it's times will go by where I barely buy anything, then suddenly I'll buy like a shitload of stuff in one go. But during the pandemic, I've definitely been like very good, you know. In fact, it's pretty much all PS4 games today, and I don't really have that much, so I'm almost considering putting collection updates on hold for a bit. That's a bit silly because they're obviously like really easy to do. They let me get my opinion out on certain games whenever I need to. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just prefacing by saying, you know, it's like, I guess I'm going to be quite slow with them as time goes on. There's really not even that much coming out for the rest of the year that I'm that fussed about. I want to get Yakuza 7 for definite. Maybe Cyberpunk, maybe. Puyo Tetris 2. I'm not even getting a PS5, you know. At least not at launch, that's for sure. But whatever. Let's get into these games right here, shall we? Now, the first game, I will put a little screenshot up, if I can be arsed, is Crash Bandicoot 4, which I've already lent out to a friend as of now. Okay, he's got it, he's playing it, he loved Crash games growing up. And yeah, he pinched it off me pretty much as soon as I beat it. Crash 4, it's really good, you know. It's funny, right? Because a lot of people who follow me know me for my like Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter Let's Plays, you know, so they count that whole Insomniac and Naughty Dog platformer like scene, I guess, you know. A lot of people who follow me identify with that, and it must quite shock some people to know that I'm really not that into Crash or Spyro, you know. I do like the games, but I'm no mega nostalgic over them as I am with Ratchet and Jak, you know. It just wasn't there in my childhood. But obviously, when a pretty good 3D platformer comes out, can we even call Crash Bandicoot 3D platformer? No, comes out, you know, it got like really good reviews, and I was very hesitant, very hesitant to buy it. Because Activision, okay? Activision is like my absolute least favourite publisher. I hate them. I hate the fact that I gave them money to play this game. Even though it is a really good game, I'm not going to be surprised in the slightest if like this time next month we hear, oh, there's like all those fucking skins that you can unlock in Crash Bandicoot 4. They're probably going to do some bullshit with that. They're probably going to like release hundreds of shit and release skins over time, and it's just like, no, it's not that type of game. I haven't forgot Crash Team Racing. I haven't forgot that. But yeah, it was good. I actually beat it in one sitting. Well, really, it was one day, and it wasn't even that hard, you know. I didn't have that much trouble with it. Okay, it was a bit hard, but I don't know. A lot of people are going mental about how hard it was. I'm talking about Crash 4 quite a bit. Anyway, I don't even have the game right here, but that's in the collection. It's Crash Bandicoot 4. Okay. Next up, we have now. I told myself I wouldn't buy this. I told myself multiple times I wouldn't buy this, but I saw it on Amazon for just cheap enough. I was just like, fine. Persona 5 Royal. Now, I've played Persona 5, the original, and, you know, I really liked it. And in a very Atlus way, you know, they opted to re-release the game with a bunch of, like, added content. Yeah, seriously, Atlus loves to do that a lot. They did it with Catherine, they did it with, like, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, other Persona games, you know. And this was just the latest iteration of that. And I was planning to get it like at launch, but what actually happened at launch was I was buying a lot of these like extended editions, like Dragon Quest XI for the definitive edition for the Switch. That was a big one, and I barely played it, even though I was kind of looking forward to like the new content and whatnot. But it's just hard to like sit down and play such a big RPG a second time, even if there is new content, and even if you did really like it. And that was the exact feeling I was getting from this. But also around the time that it was like coming out, there was a lot of like, you know, jibber jabber about it coming to the Switch or it coming to PC, and I totally agree with that. You know, it's like you've something like, you know, Joker and Smash Brothers. All right, that's a pretty big deal. Why the fuck is Persona 5 not on the Switch in some way? So I kind of vowed to myself, okay, I'll buy Persona 5 Royal when it comes to PC and or Switch. And I've totally broken that promise because I got it right here anyway. Don't even know if I'll play it. You know, I'll probably pop it in just to see how it looks, and maybe I'll get back into it. It's a pretty easy game to get into, you know. And the new content pretty much equates to a whole new game, you know, because it's like a third semester. It's like 30 or 40 hours. It's longer than most games, isn't it? So yeah, it's not exactly a bad buy, but here we go. Persona 5. Okay, next up is Control for the PS4. Now, funny story about this one. I actually picked it up on Steam, first of all. And I probably could have got this working had I like mucked about with it a bit more, but the PC version of this game ran like shite for me. The frame rate was everywhere, even if I put the settings down to like the lowest. I don't know what it was. I probably could have researched it more, but I just got a refund and was like, no, I can't be arsed with this. But I've always wanted to play this because it was such like an important game, it seemed. It got like a lot of Game of the Year nominations, and it's from Remedy. I really like Remedy, you know, I like Max Payne, I like Alan Wake. They made that Quantum Break as well, didn't they? I've not played that yet, but yeah, I wanted to give this a try, and I gotta be honest, guys, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Like, I genuinely had a moment where I played it for like a good couple hours or something, and there's so much like jargon, so much like weird shit being thrown your way constantly. And I got to a point where the main character here, I can't even remember her name, but she unlocks like the Force, like she can pick up objects and throw them, you know, showing off the wonderful physics that the game had. And in that moment, I just sort of like paused the game and I'm like, wait, why the fuck can she use the Force? And everything just sort of like came tumbling down, just like, wait a minute, why are there floating like corpses all about the place? Why is she suddenly like the director? What are these enemies? What is going on in this game? What is this gun that I have? I'm sure it makes sense the more you play it, and I think I complained about it on Twitter and somebody described it as like a David Lynch film. I've never seen any of David Lynch's films, but I get the joke, you know. I get what the implications of being David Lynch-like means, and I guess I can sort of like understand the logic, but yeah, Control, can't say I dug this. Maybe I'll go back to it, I don't know, but either way, put it to the side for now. Now, this, guys, this is like my big seal of approval game right here, okay? 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I have looked forward to this game for years. I love Vanillaware, Odin Sphere, you know, Muramasa. Dragon's Crown's alright, but this is a really good game, okay? What the fuck do I even say? I haven't finished it yet. I'm actually very near the end of the game, but it's like, I think I made a tweet about it where I said, what did I say again? Basically, it's like Sakura Wars, Persona, Zero Escape, Nier Automata, all wrapped up into one, but it's also a real-time strategy game. And yeah, it's all the positive implications you could think of with that hold true in here. I just highly recommend this, especially if you're into any of those games that I just listed off, okay? So, yeah, I thought I'd have more to say. I really want to get around to finishing this as well, but yeah, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, your beauty. Okay, so the last, like, game, quote-unquote, of this has got a bit of a funny story behind it. Streets of Rage 4, and I have 2 copies here, okay? Now, this right here is the limited run version, which obviously is, you can see the ESRB rating, it's American only, but it will work in the PS4 because it's region free. This was one of like a few little mishaps I had with limited run games that made me just like go off them completely, okay? Like, and I've moaned about it in passing time, but yeah, limited run games, I'm kind of done with them. And in the case of Streets of Rage 4, you know, they basically announced, oh yeah, we're going to make like a limited edition of Streets of Rage 4, and in typical limited run games fashion, you know, they announce it, and the digital version of the game is out for like ages before it actually comes out, so chances are you've already played it, but in the time between the digital version coming out and that physical version coming out, Merge Games announces they're going to make like a physical version of Streets of Rage 4 as well. And it was like, what the fuck, why? And this actually got a European release, you know, so I could like put it in my PS3, get all the patches, etc. And yeah, it was just like such a why the fuck is this happening? Why is Limited Run Games doing their like fucking limited edition when that exists? And it was just a bit of a mess. And I suppose to give Limited Run Games some credit, they did include this, which was like physical CD soundtrack of the game, and they also gave me like this card. It says Limited Run in the back there, and it's Axel, and it's numbered 61, and it's all shiny, so I have no idea how rare that is. I mean, if it's numbered 61, that would imply that there's 60 others, and it's like, Limited Run, do you expect me to buy 60 copies of your game? I don't know about that. Oh wait, that's Axel. Oh, that's Shiva. Oh, I didn't actually notice that before. Yeah, that's Shiva in the background. Why does Axel have a sword? Oh, well, anyway. But yeah, Streets of Rage 4, wonderful game, by the way. I adored the game to bits, but yeah, that's why I have 2 fucking copies of it. Alright guys, that's that. Don't know when the next collection update will be, just whenever it can be ours really, or if I have something that I want to talk about. But yeah, that's that guys. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Okay, hey guys, the bit that you just watched was actually recorded like a few days ago there, and on the same day I recorded that, literally the same day, when I just went on that little binge there about, oh, I'm not really into buying games that much, it seems right now, what's going on, am I done? I went on eBay and bought some games. Like, it's just, nope. Yeah, here's a couple other games, right? So, and actually, both of them are stemming from what I was also talking about in that previous bit, my little Vanillaware high that I'm on right now. So, first of all, I picked this up, Grim Grimoire for the PS2. This was one of Vanillaware's first games, published by Koei, at least it was over here, you know. And I actually have no idea what this game's even about. I just know it as a game that Vanillaware has made, so I just wanted to, you know, get it. So I plan on popping it in and giving it a go and seeing what it's all about at some point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And lastly, a bit of a story behind this one actually. I picked this up, a physical version of Dragon's Crown Pro. Now, when this came out, I think I maybe talked about it at the time, it's also like the outer sleeves kind of like chipped away there, which is a bit of a bummer, but yeah. When this first came out, because it's just a port basically of the PS3 and Vita game, you know, it's just a port but they've put it in 4K, that's what the Pro in the Dragon's Crown Pro actually means. But I was planning on getting it when it first came out, but I just didn't. Because it was like still full priced game and I'd already owned it for the PS3. I'd never actually played it. I bought it day one for the PS3, never played it. So I just kind of got it in my head, it's like, you know what, fuck it. When literally the day that this came out, this PS4 version, I just played the PS3 version. And the PS3 version, the game itself is alright to me. Like, I don't know, a lot of people seem to really like this one. To me, it's probably my least favourite Vanillaware game, but I did enjoy it enough to, you know, finish it. So, and again, my Vanillaware hype I'm in right now, I just thought, you know what, let's pick this up, shall we? So, it's a very snazzy looking edition, actually. The steelbook's very lovely. It came with like a pack of cards here, which I'm very scared to open, actually. I don't want to open these, but yeah, that's that. Very nice. So, yeah, that's me for now. I'm probably going to go back onto eBay very soon, knowing me, but yeah. Vanillaware. Mega into you guys. I'm actually replaying Muramasa, the Demon Blade. What was that? The Vita version, which I'd never played. I played it on the Wii before, but now I'm playing that. Whatever, that's that now. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.